The history of Armenia is a long and rich story, deeply intertwined with shifts in territory, culture, and religion. Armenia occupies a special position in the Caucasus region, where Europe and Asia meet, and has been a crossroads for several major empires over the centuries. Below is a breakdown of Armenia's formation through different historical stages. 1. Ancient period and the Urartian Civilization, before the 6th century BCE. Urartian Civilization. Before Armenia became a nation, the region was home to the Urartian Civilization, 9th to 6th century BCE, with its capital at Tushpa near Lake Van, now part of Turkey. Urartu was a powerful kingdom with advanced political and military systems, but it eventually collapsed in the 6th century BCE due to invasions from the Medes. 2. The First Armenian Kingdom, 6th century BCE, 1st century BCE. Emergence of the Armenian Kingdom. After the fall of Urartu, the area gradually formed the basis for the Armenian Kingdom. By the 6th century BCE, Armenia became an independent kingdom under the rule of the Artaxiad Dynasty. Artaxiad Dynasty. Under King Artaxias I, 2nd century BCE, the Kingdom of Armenia expanded its territory and grew powerful. During this time, Armenia became one of the most significant independent states in the region. 3. Influence of the Parthian and Roman empires, 1st century BCE, 4th century CE. Divided between Rome and Parthia, by the end of the 1st century BCE, Armenia found itself caught between two mighty empires, the Roman Empire and the Parthian Empire. Armenia was often contested by these empires, with Armenian dynasties frequently changing allegiances. Conversion to Christianity. During this period, Armenia experienced a profound religious change when, in 301 CE, it became the first nation to officially adopt Christianity as its state religion under King Tiridates III. This marked an important moment in global religious history. 4. Medieval period and invasions, 5th to 15th centuries. Bagratid Kingdom. After centuries of invasions and fragmentation, Armenia was unified once again under the Bagratid Dynasty in the 9th century. This was a period of cultural, artistic, and educational development, with Ani, the capital, becoming a major trade and cultural hub. Invasions by the Seljuk Turks and Mongols. In the 11th century, Armenia faced invasions from the Seljuk Turks and later the Mongol Empire, weakening the Bagratid Kingdom. Many regions of Armenia were either absorbed by these empires or fell into anarchy. 5. Ottoman and Persian rule, 16th to 19th centuries. Ottoman and Safavid empires. By the 16th century, Armenia was divided between the Ottoman Empire and the Safavid Empire, Persia. Most of Armenia came under Ottoman control, while its eastern regions were ruled by Persia, modern-day Iran. These empires' constant conflicts had devastating effects on the Armenian population, including suppression and displacement. The Armenian Genocide, one of the darkest chapters in Armenian history, occurred during World War I, with the Armenian Genocide carried out by the Ottoman Empire, 1915 to 1917. During this horrific event, an estimated 1.5 million Armenians were killed or forcibly displaced. This genocide remains a contentious issue in international politics to this day. 6. Revolution and Independence, 20th century. Armenian Revolution and Independence, 1918. After the collapse of the Ottoman Empire following World War I, Armenia declared independence in 1918. However, this independence was short-lived, as the region was invaded by Soviet forces and became part of the Soviet Union in 1920. Soviet Armenia. Under Soviet rule, 1920 to 1991, Armenia became one of the republics of the Soviet Union. Despite this, Armenia maintained its cultural and religious identity and witnessed significant industrialization and modernization during this period. 7. Independence and conflict, 1991–present. Independence, 1991. In 1991, following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Armenia declared its independence. However, this new independence came with significant challenges, including an ongoing conflict with Azerbaijan over the Nagorno-Karabakh region. Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. The Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, a territorial dispute between Armenia and Azerbaijan, began in the late 20th century and escalated into full-scale war. Although a ceasefire was signed in 1994, the conflict flared up again in 2020, with Azerbaijan reclaiming some of the disputed territory. Armenia today continues to face political, economic, and social challenges, but it remains a country with a strong cultural heritage and a significant role in the region. The struggle for recognition and peace continues, particularly with regard to the aftermath of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and the legacy of the Armenian genocide.